Listen carefully, don't scroll, don't blink, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. It is God Himself speaking directly into your spirit. He is pointing His finger toward a shadow in your life, a person whose name begins with the letter M. My beloved, this is not a coincidence, it is not random, this is divine timing. Heaven has interrupted your day because the Lord wants you to know there is a shaking happening around you, and the letter M carries the key to what is unfolding. Pause for a moment. Does someone's face appear in your mind right now? A person with an M tied to their name? Maybe they once walked closely with you, maybe they are still standing near. Maybe they pretend to love you while hiding something deep within. God says this person is like a page in your book of destiny that cannot remain hidden any longer. The truth surrounding them will rise like the sun after the longest night. Do not ignore this tug in your heart, because heaven never wastes words. The angels are whispering to me, tell them to stay until the end. Tell them not to miss a single breath of this revelation. Because before this message closes, clarity will come to you in a way that you cannot deny. The M is not just a letter, it is a marker, a sign from God, an arrow pointing toward something you need to see with open eyes. God says, I am exposing. I am revealing. I am separating. My child, you have been asking for answers. You have been lying awake, wondering why certain things have not been moving, why certain doors feel locked, why peace seems delayed. And now the Spirit of the Lord is saying, it is because of someone whose name begins with M. Their presence has created circles of confusion, their energy has tied knots around your blessings. But God says, I am cutting the ropes. I am burning away the fog. I am restoring your destiny. Do not be afraid, because God never reveals without also providing deliverance. You are not alone in this moment. Even as you are listening now, Archangel Michael is standing behind you, sword drawn, wings stretched wide, surrounding you with light that no shadow can cross. He is declaring, this is your time of freedom, this is your hour of clarity, this is your moment to see what was hidden. Before we continue deeper, let me say this, if you are here, it is not by accident. God has chosen you to hear this right now. So pause, share this message so it reaches someone else who needs it, and make sure you are connected, subscribe so you never miss what heaven is trying to deliver into your life. Because sometimes one message carries the power to change everything. Now hear me clearly. The name beginning with M will not stay hidden. In the coming days, something will surface, maybe a conversation, maybe a confession, maybe a sudden action, that will reveal where this person truly stands in your life. The mask will slip, and you will see what God has been protecting you from. And when it happens, you will remember this moment, this message, and you will know heaven was warning you because you are deeply loved. Stay listening, stay open, because as this message continues, the Spirit will guide you closer and closer to the truth. The one with the name beginning with M cannot block you anymore, cannot delay you anymore, cannot stand in the way of the destiny God has carved with His own hands for you. This is your divine moment, and nothing can stop it. Close your eyes for a moment and listen, because the Spirit of God is still speaking, and the voice is growing louder. The name that begins with M is not just a coincidence crossing your thoughts. It is heaven shining a spotlight on what has been hidden in the shadows of your life. God is saying, I do not want you blind, I do not want you walking in circles. I want you to see the truth, because truth will set you free. Think back, my beloved, to the times when you felt unsettled around this person. Moments when your heart whispered, something is not right. Those whispers were not random, they were warnings, gentle nudges from heaven. And now the time has come for the whisper to become a trumpet. God will not let you move forward without clarity. The fog is lifting, and the M will be revealed. But listen carefully, this message is not to fill you with fear. No, it is to prepare you, to strengthen you, to remind you that you are not walking this road alone. Even now, Archangel Michael is standing guard over your spirit. His sword is blazing with heavenly fire, cutting away every chain that tried to hold you back. He is declaring, no weapon formed against you will prosper. No hidden hand can rewrite what God has already written. Child of destiny, you have prayed for justice. You have prayed for peace. And God says, I heard you. I have seen every tear, I have counted every sleepless night. I know the questions in your heart. I know the weight on your shoulders. And today, I am answering you. The letter M is rising like smoke from a hidden fire. It cannot stay hidden anymore. There is a shift happening even now. You may not see it with your physical eyes yet, but in the spirit realm, chains are breaking. The person whose name begins with M thought their actions would remain covered forever, but God is pulling the cover back. What was whispered in secret will be shouted in the open. What was planned in darkness will be overturned in light. And you, beloved, will not be harmed, because the Lord has gone ahead of you. Stay with me, because this message is only unfolding layer by layer. Do not skip, do not turn away, because before this ends you will understand why God brought you here. The truth about the M will not destroy you, it will release you. It will open doors you never thought possible. It will bring healing to wounds you carried silently. It will mark the beginning of a brand new season in your life, a season no one can stop. And as you are hearing this, heaven is asking you to be still and trust. The exposure is not to punish you, it is to protect you. The revelation is not to break you, it is to free you. God says, you are stepping into a chapter where only what is pure, only what is real, only what is divinely sent can remain. This is why you were chosen to hear this today. This is why you could not escape this message. The letter M is about to be unmasked, and when it happens, you will finally breathe the peace you have been waiting for. Listen closely, because the next part of this revelation is the deepest yet. The Spirit of God is not just pointing to the letter M as a clue, He is unraveling the story behind it. This person tied to the letter M has been like a hidden thread running through your life, influencing moments without you realizing. Their presence has been both subtle and strong, sometimes appearing supportive, sometimes creating confusion. And God says, it is time to see them for who they truly are. You see, beloved, there are moments in life when heaven removes the veil. And when the veil is lifted, you cannot unsee what is revealed. The person tied to this letter may have spoken words that sounded sweet, may have smiled when you were watching, but behind the curtain there was another script. God has been patient, but He says, no more secrets. No more masks. I am bringing all things into light. Take a breath and think, does this M carry a weight in your story? Is it a friend, a family member, a lover, a colleague? Your spirit already knows. Even as I speak, your heart is whispering the answer. God is confirming what you sensed but could not put into words. And He is saying, do not doubt what I show you. Believe it. Trust it. Act on it. But here is the beauty, this revelation is not to bring despair, it is to lift you. For every false face removed, God positions a true one. For every door shut, He opens another. The exposure of the M is not the end of your story, it is the start of a new chapter. A chapter where you are no longer walking in circles, no longer burdened by questions, no longer waiting in silence. Archangel Michael is speaking again. His voice is like thunder wrapped in light, and he says, "Child, heaven has circled your name. You are chosen for freedom. You are chosen for clarity. You are chosen for victory. Nothing tied to deception will survive in your life any longer." And with each word, he is striking down lies, breaking hidden agreements, and clearing the path before you. God is saying, prepare yourself. In the days ahead, a sign will come connected to this name. It may come through a conversation, a message, a sudden shift in behavior. And when it comes, do not dismiss it. Do not second-guess it. Know that I warned you because I love you. I showed you because I protect you. Stay until the end, because this message is still opening, still blooming like a flower in the morning light. The Spirit is not done with you yet. You are about to step into a revelation that will not only show you who this M is, but also why God has allowed their presence in your life until now, and why He is removing their influence at this exact moment. This is the part of your story where heaven steps in with finality. The truth cannot be delayed any longer. You are about to see, with eyes wide open, what was hidden in plain sight. Stay right here, because now the deepest layer of this message is opening before you like a sealed scroll being broken by the hand of heaven. God is saying, my child, I allowed this person connected to the letter M to walk into your life for a reason. Even though they carried shadows, even though they brought weight, I used their presence as a lesson, as a mirror, as a turning point for your spirit. Think of it this way: sometimes God allows storms not to destroy you, but to reveal who stands with you when the winds rise. The M has been like a storm in disguise. Through them, you learned patience. Through them, you discovered how to discern between words and actions. Through them, you began to recognize the difference between those who love you for real and those who only love the idea of you. And God says, you passed the test. You did not give up. You did not let bitterness consume you. That is why I am now stepping in. Archangel Michael leans close, and his voice carries the weight of eternity. The chains tied to this M are being broken. Their influence is ending. Their power to confuse you, to delay you, to cloud your vision, it stops here. You will no longer walk under their shadow. You will walk in light, in clarity, in freedom. Beloved, hear this carefully: exposure always comes before expansion. The reason God is revealing the truth about this person now is because your next chapter is too great, too pure, too heavy with blessings for deception to remain. Their removal is not a loss, it is a release. It is God clearing the ground so He can plant something new in your life, something eternal, something unshakable. And the Spirit of God says, do not mourn what I remove. Do not chase what I expose. Do not question what I reveal. Trust me, for I see what you cannot see. I know what was said behind closed doors. I know the intentions of every heart. And I am your Father, I will not allow you to walk blindly any longer. Even as you are hearing this, a shift is already happening around you. The atmosphere of your life is being rearranged. The person tied to the M will begin to reveal themselves without you forcing it. Their actions, their words, their energy will uncover the truth you have been waiting for. And when it happens, you will not be shaken, you will be ready, because heaven told you in advance. This is your moment of divine preparation. This is your hour of protection. The truth about M is the final key that unlocks your freedom. And once it is revealed, no one will ever again have the power to trap your spirit in confusion. Stay with me, because the next part of this message will open the greatest secret: how the exposure of this M is directly tied to a breakthrough of blessings, relationships, and opportunities that God has already prepared for you. Now lean in, because what comes next will unlock why this exposure is not just about the letter M, it is about your entire destiny shifting into alignment. God is saying, my child, when I reveal, I also release. When I expose, I also expand. The unveiling of this person is not the end, it is the gateway into everything I have stored for you. For too long, the enemy tried to use this as a blockage in your life. Like a dam holding back water, their presence has slowed the flow of your blessings. But today God is striking the dam, and when it breaks, the flood of favor will be unstoppable. You will see doors open that were once locked. You will see people come into your life who carry real love, real loyalty, real destiny connection. God is saying, the delay ends here. Archangel Michael lifts his sword, and I see sparks of light raining down. He is cutting away the invisible cords that tied you to false promises, to heavy emotions, to cycles of confusion. He declares, from this day, you are free. From this moment, no shadow can cling to you. This no longer has the power to weigh down your spirit. Beloved, hear this with your whole heart, the exposure of this is heaven's way of clearing the stage so the real blessing can step into the spotlight. There is someone God is preparing who will speak life into you, who will not hide behind masks, who will carry your name in prayer, not in gossip. There are opportunities waiting that could not enter until the wrong presence was removed. The release of the is the signal that your new chapter is about to begin. And the Lord says, do not fear what falls away. Do not cling to what I am removing. Celebrate it, for it means my hand is at work. Trust me, because everything that leaves makes room for something greater. Already, in the Spirit, the angels are moving. They are rearranging your path. They are positioning people in the right places. They are unlocking conversations, contracts, and connections that will restore what was delayed. And soon, beloved, you will look back and realize, the was not a curse, it was a catalyst. Without them, you would not have seen me in this way. Without them, you would not have stepped into the strength you now carry. This is your turning point. This is your release. This is your confirmation that what God has for you cannot be blocked, not by a name, not by a person, not by any shadow. Stay until the end, because the next unfolding will reveal exactly how soon this blessing tied to the removal of the will appear, and what signs you should look for in the coming days so you know your breakthrough has begun. Listen with your spirit, because now we step into the clearest vision of what happens after the is exposed. God is saying, my child, you will not be left in confusion. I will give you signs so undeniable that you will know, your new chapter has started. The first sign will come through unexpected communication. A message, a call, a word will reach you that feels strangely timed yet divinely precise. It will not come from the it will come as confirmation from another source, a reminder that God has already prepared replacements for what He is removing. Heaven says, watch closely, because my hand will guide words toward you that you did not chase. The second sign will be restored peace. For a long time, the presence of this person tied to M has disturbed your inner stillness. You may have felt heavy, restless, drained without knowing why. But after the truth comes out, you will wake up lighter. You will breathe deeper. You will notice that your spirit is calm in ways it hasn't been in years. That peace itself will be proof that the storm has passed. The third sign will be an open door you were not expecting. An opportunity, financial, relational, or spiritual, will suddenly appear. A door that was locked will swing open. And God says, do not hesitate. Walk through it boldly. It is a gift that comes once deception has been cleared. Archangel Michael is declaring, your season of delay has expired. The chains have fallen. The skies are clearing. Now, blessings will rush like rivers into every corner of your life. I see angels carrying scrolls, and on those scrolls are new names, new assignments, new connections that heaven is delivering to you. The old name that begins with M is being erased from the lines of your story, and in its place, God is writing something eternal, something holy, something meant for you alone. Beloved, understand this deeply. The revelation of the M is not to break you, it is to make room for the miracle. God has been silent for a season, but He says, now I speak. Now I reveal. Now I move. You are about to see that every tear, every question, every night of wondering was not wasted, it was leading to this very moment. This is why you were drawn to this message. This is why your heart is beating faster as you hear it. Heaven wants you to be ready, because in the days ahead, these signs will begin to appear, one by one, like lights on a path guiding you forward. Do not scroll away, because the next part of this message will reveal exactly what blessing God is preparing to release once the M is fully exposed, and how that blessing will transform your life forever.